Okay. So we have animal pinch pots is what we're going to work on in that one. Thank you, sir. And these are just some examples that I have that were done at various times and stuff. So we see a whole bunch of different sorts of ideas and things. The basic concept is this: you have a pinch pot, so you have this kind of rounded dome sort of a shape, and you utilize that in your construction of an animal type of a thing. Now there is a thing online where you just find a picture of one there to kind of give you an idea. You're welcome to do one of these as well, or you may have your own ideas of what you want to do with those. And so, but there is an assignment where I would like you to go online, search out an image, just Google animal pinch pot, and see what comes up. And if there's something cool you like there, either upload the URL or copy the photograph into and upload that to that assignment, and you get 5 points for doing that. So I want you to be able to research online to find images of things that happen. Okay, so now we know that we have this basic bowl thing. So in looking at some of these, you can kind of start to see there's a basic bowl shape the person made here, right? And then they kind of squished it together, and so it has this kind of little, the bunny sort of a look to it. And then some of the textural surface and some of these little add-on features that help give the detail and the look of what it is you're trying to create with that. And so that was kind of cool. This is just kind of a random monstery, froggy looking sort of a thing with a big mouth. And so you can see that the bowl part of it is right here, and then things that have been added onto it, rolled out little balls for the eyes, set them up, then put a slab over top of that. For the feet, we look back here, and there's been some a piece added on here, a piece added on here, and then these feet little pads added on as well. So just add-on features. Oh, the tongue too. You got to have a tongue in there. And so that's one idea. And it's just a creature. It's a random creature. This one has more of the look of something, like a bunny rabbit or that sort of a thing. And so you see those. But then some of them can be like a random monster or something. These are two examples here of another idea or concept where you're making the bowl itself. So it's still a functional bowl, and it's not just a sculpture, but it has sculptural elements on it. So this one has obviously a little bit of an elephant head. So you got an elephant bowl, got a tail, got some feet, that sort of thing. So it looks like an elephant, but it serves as a bowl as well. So that's still a functional bowl. This is straight sculpture, these guys here, but this still has some function to it. And you could do something like that if you wanted. This one was interesting. I want to show this one because the student forgot to score and slip, and so I had to actually come back in and use some glue to try and stick it together. The irony is, after I stuck it all together, they didn't take it home or anything. They just kind of left it for me. So I got a cool elephant one here to use on those. Here's another idea, not quite as apparent initially on those, but you can see the bowl part of it is right here with that sort of a thing. So the bowl is the basic of the body, okay, and then it's built into a triangular shape. And then just underneath, you can see where they scoring and slipping and putting these features onto it. So we have all the legs scored and slipped and pressed onto these to this thing. So we create a little bit of a crab, and then the eyeballs on the little stems as well with that. So that was one thing. Here's one where the bowl was made on that, and then you can see where the eye socket area was pushed in and the nose area was kind of pinched together, and so pushing in the eye socket on this one, then putting a little half of a ball of clay in there, and then putting some eyelids over top of it and creating a face, sort of a mask feature on it. And so those are, one more. This one is just also straight sculptural, but I was noticing when, that cracked edge that I like a lot of times, I thought, well, that's kind of like a broken eggshell sort of a look. So I'll take that cracked edge, and then I'll have build a creature kind of coming out of the cracked eggshell on those. And so it's just kind of that sort of thing. It can sit like this, and so it can smile at you when he's coming out of his shell. Just kind of an additive sort of thing where the pinch body was made for the shell piece, and then these things are just added on top, where you have the feet and then the head added on top of that to create the forms. And so those are some ideas maybe to get you starting to think on some things with those. And I'm just going to move these off to the side for a second so I don't bang into them or something. I'll also have these out for ideas or samples on things that we're trying to do. And so that's a little bit of an introduction on how the basic overall construction is on those. Let me go ahead and hand you guys out some clay so we can go to the next step.